My name's Anna and I work for Yorkshire Wildlife Trust. Today we're going to be talking about people and the sea.
Today we will understand the different ways we rely on the sea, understand how important the sea is to us, understand what jobs people do that rely on the sea, and discuss how we can all look after the sea. Why do you think the sea is important? The ocean produces 70% of the air that we breathe. That means 7 in every 10 breaths we take comes from the ocean. Our ocean provides us with food. 1 billion people rely on the sea for their main source of protein. Our ocean covers just over 70% of the earth. The ocean regulates our climate through absorption of heat and the transfer of warm and cold water between the equator and the poles. The ocean is home to the greatest abundance of life on the planet. The ocean absorbs 30% of atmospheric carbon dioxide. It is estimated that between 1994 and 2007, the ocean absorbed 34 gigatons of carbon dioxide from entering the atmosphere. This is the equivalent to 204 million blue whales. The ocean provides us with jobs. It is estimated that 3.5 million jobs rely on the sea across Europe. We would like you to think about why the sea is important to you. So what jobs rely on the sea or work on or near the sea? Fisher people. This is someone who commercially captures fish and other animals from the sea. Bridlington is the largest export of lobster in Europe and provides a huge number of jobs for a lot of people. Some people scuba dive for their job. This could be to, for example, service equipment offshore or teach others how to dive. Tourism. The Yorkshire coast attracts a lot of visitors who will pay for activities like boat trips, rock pooling, whale watching and much, much more. Marine conservation. This is the study of plants and animals in the sea and how to protect them. There are a variety of charity organisations like Yorkshire Wildlife Trust that work to protect our oceans. Scientists. There are many exciting scientific studies being carried out along the Yorkshire coast. This photo shows scientists measuring and counting oysters at Spurn Nature Reserve in East Yorkshire that have recently been reintroduced. Coastal engineers. The coast results in challenges for jobs like building structures due to factors like waves, storm surges, tides, sea level changes and erosion. Therefore, we need coastal engineers to be able to take all of these things into account.
We now have some videos from various colleagues that we work with at Yorkshire Wildlife Trust telling us about their jobs that they do related to the sea.
Hello, my name is Nikki Johnson and I'm a marine biologist that works at the University of Hull. Today I'm here at Sellex Bay in Flamborough, working for a project called Capturing Our Coast, which is trying to get an idea of what marine species live on rocky shores around the UK. But today particularly we're interested in rock pools and we're looking at if there's any sargassum, that's an invasive seaweed, present in our rock pools here today. So all we're doing is looking at the species at present and recording what's here.
So, my name's Lee. You're currently aboard the RV Prince Madoc, a vessel operated and run by Bangor University. We're here as part of a 4-week research cruise as part of the Marine Ecosystems Research Programme. This right here is the biggest gear by far that we use to sample the seabed. This is our 4-metre beam trawl. 4 metres wide, carried along on the 2 shoes, holding the net open. This catches some of the largest fish we come across. 2-metre long conger eels, sharks, rays, haddock, cod. All these familiar sounding organisms are all captured by this gear. But we take great effort to keep as many animals alive as possible, putting them in seawater, and that's especially true for large long-lived animals like our sharks and rays. We make every effort to keep these guys alive so we can take our measurements before throwing them back into the sea. What sort of measurements? Well, we're talking about the width of the animals, how long they are, how big they are, how much do they weigh, what species are they, what family are they from. All this information is going to be used by the Marine Ecosystems Research Programme to help understand the UK seas.
Oh, hi there. I'm Bryce Stewart. I'm a marine biologist at the University of York, and I study fish and shellfish so that we can work out how many of them we can take from the sea to keep things sustainable. One of my favourite animals in the ocean is a scallop, which is this guy here. And scallops are really cool because you can actually work out how old they are by counting these rings on the shells. So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. So a little bit younger perhaps than some of you guys, but actually middle-aged for a scallop. And so if we know how old they are, then we can work out how many we can take from the sea, and so we can all keep on enjoying fish and shellfish into the future. I better get on with it.
Thank you for listening. We now have some activities that you can try for yourself either at school or at home to test your new knowledge about the marine environment.